Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I'm bringing you guys my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 14, which was titled MM54. Now, I thought this episode was okay. Honestly, like, a lot of Fear the Walking Dead so far, I've not really been loving that much, and it's not that I don't love it as a whole, because as a whole, I think it's doing good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I'm okay with the crossover. A lot of people aren't. I'm okay with the Morgan crossover. I think it works. But then there's just certain choices and just certain writing decisions that they've been making that just I don't agree with, and that I feel like are slowing down the plot, and just not really much has happened if you really think about it in the past 4 episodes. And yes, their character development, that's good. But you can't have like 4 character development episodes in a row. You can't do that. This episode, I enjoyed certain portions of it, but I also did not enjoy certain portions of it. First of all, we had 10 minutes of backstory for that crazy black lady. Now, if that crazy black lady actually plays an important role in the next 2 episodes, because so far she really hasn't, honestly. She's just kind of been there, just annoying the group, kind of. But she hasn't really posed as a major threat by any means. That 10-minute backstory in the beginning of the episode, it better have been worth it, because that took up a lot of the episode just to see her crying over her husband, which I thought was nice to see. It's important to see that. But the thing I really don't buy her walker weapon. Like, Ronnie Hayes was complaining about the fact that he was like, oh, how come nobody heard the walker that was on the stick and the lady used to kill the one dude. I didn't really think about it then. I was like, that's not really a big deal. It happened once, whatever. Really, one person can make that mistake and not hear something because they're, distracted. It's possible. It's not, the walker's not always going to make a noise. But for that to happen over 10 times in a little sequence that they showed in the beginning of the episode is just like, what? Like, this bitch, I wish she was, like, it's a cool weapon, okay? I like it. It's a cool idea. But it just, practically, it does not work. I'd rather her just have a machete, come around people, and just stab them through the neck or something. That's honestly a lot more menacing than what she's doing with the walker, because it just makes no sense to me. Then we get to the showing of the aftermath, I guess you can call it, of her shooting up the semi-truck. And this whole scene made no sense. I mean, June goes up to the truck, gets knocked over. I don't know why they're all running towards a truck like that, stupidly. And look, I always the type of person that I'm like, you can't make nitpicks of characters' faults because it's realistic. Characters are gonna make faulty decisions. But sometimes it's just like, the faulty decisions make absolutely no sense. Like, it doesn't make sense story-wise, it doesn't make sense character-wise. It's like, what? Like, you're just looking at, like, you're just like, wait, what just happened? Like, you have no idea. They all just basically watched the lady, her name's Martha, just escape in the truck. And look, she had a gun, yes, but so did the rest of them. It made no sense. Walkers came and distracted them, but they couldn't. Like, you think Althea, I know she got shot. You think she'd be up and running towards that goddamn truck like Usain Bolt. You think Morgan would have done something. Morgan was just staring at it like, whatever. She took the truck, that's whatever. I was like, what? I don't know. I was confused, but at the same time, I kind of understand where some of the characters are coming from. Like, part of me realizes, okay, Morgan doesn't really care too much about the truck. He just wants that crazy lady out of here. He's not going to go and kill her because he doesn't like killing. So that makes sense, but I don't know. I just thought that scene was kind of strange, in my honest opinion. Then we get some of the stuff with Alicia and Charlie, which I kind of like their character development. I always like watching them together, and I'm happy they finally found John and Strand at the end of the episode, so we can finally see them together. Then we had the rest of the stuff at the hospital. That was basically the entirety of the episode, was at the hospital. And there were some pretty good scenes in the hospital that I enjoyed, like them getting surrounded by the walkers, like No Way Out style. And Jim having to fight off that walker and sadly getting bit, which that was a weird bite mark. That didn't look like a bite mark at all. It looked like his bone was popping out of his spine, but it didn't look like a bite mark. I don't know. It did not look like a bite at all. But, whatever. They say it's a bite, so it's a bite. And Jim is now going to die, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. I didn't really expect the character to go that far, but I actually expect the guy in the wheelchair to die before him, so I'm kind of surprised the guy in the Jim's dying earlier than the guy in the wheelchair, which is surprising to me. But at the same time, I think Jim needs something more to his character, because yes, he's not really that important of a character, but what is his character really doing for the plot, his death? What is it really doing? Him and Morgan haven't really established a bond yet, so they talked a few times, he saved his life, but they haven't established a bond, and that's the thing. And this death needs to impact someone, and I just don't think it's going to impact anyone. So as long as it plays out well and different than what I'm expecting, it could be done well. I don't know. I do like some of the walker action they had at the end of the episode, but it felt like a little underwhelming because there's this big walker herd getting into the hospital. I expected a big-ass fight against the walkers, but it ended up, we got like maybe 3 or 4 walker kills in the end. I don't know. I feel like Fear the Walking Dead just really hasn't really been doing much in terms of intensity and action. They've been just kind of going through with characters moving to new locations, people dying every now and then a storm running through. I don't know. Even the first, I loved the first 4 or 5 episodes of season 4. I thought they were incredible. But within the last 3 of the first half, I was like, eh. And then when this season started, I was like, wow, this is really good. Episode 9, 10, even 11, I loved. Then 12, 13, and even 14, I haven't really enjoyed that much. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying I hated it or anything. I still think they're doing a good job, and I'm really excited to see the last 2 episodes. I'm just saying they could be doing a better job. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Quick review. I don't really have much to say about this episode, to be honest. It wasn't that, impactful to the story, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.